Welcome back to another video. As always, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. And now that the Warriors beat the Memphis Grizzlies to proceed to the Western Conference Finals, I think it's time we answer the question: is Ja Morant the problem to the Memphis Grizzlies? Obviously, if we're being real, no, he's not. But if you don't know, I'm pretty sure you do know because it's been talked about all year. The Memphis Grizzlies are significantly better when Ja Morant is on the floor. And if we're being real here, no, this is Ja Morant. He's a superstar. This team needs him. But that question hasn't really been floating around because obviously Ja is not going to get traded or nothing like that. But it's been like a legit question because like they have been way better. Like we see they beat the Warriors by 50 when Ja Morant was hurt and wasn't playing. So I came across this video that I kind of want to check out because I think it answered the question. But we all know, no, Ja Morant needs to be on this team. But yeah, let's check this out. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Link is always in the description. With that being said, let's hop straight into it. All right, so shout out AM Hoops, always making banger videos. Video link is always in the description, always. With that being said, let's check this out. It should be a good video.
Jumped on the Ja Morant over Zion hot take. The Pelicans messed up not taking Ja
Not a
number
bad
one
hot take.
overall. Then this year wasn't even a hot take. But are we just forgetting that his team was better when he was out? Wait.
See, that was the main
Grizzlies
question
even
that I was
miss
talking about.
Ja Morant?
Of course they miss him. Like,
Right, no, of course they do. I'm not actually saying that. But then the Grizz smashed the Warriors in Game 5. So why are they so good
Yeah,
without Ja?
so
This
I know the video just started, but it's crazy. When Steven Adams wasn't playing, the team was okay. But then when Steven Adams started playing, the team started playing significantly better. That's all I'm saying. Shout out Steven Adams, man.
Video explains why, but at the end actually gives a solution to Ja's problem. Because I love this kid as a player. I
what a
am not
dog.
trying to hate. Ja is amazing, but I really
He
think
is.
there's even one more level he can
tough
get to.
bucket. That's always
now,
been a tough
I was
bucket.
going to do a video on every team's biggest celebrity fan. You know, like the Lakers have Jack Nicholson. The Grizzlies, actually, it's not Usher, it's Justin Timberlake. Well, the Pelicans
that makes sense.
have Zion. This guy is always on the bench, and that is the main
Hey,
reason
leave Zion
that people
alone,
pick
man.
Ja over Zion.
Leave
but
Zion
now,
alone.
Ja is getting injured more and more. Every year, he has missed about 30 games. And before we talk about his main issue, we have to talk about health. I made a whole video comparing Ja to
He
D
always
Rose,
landed
and
wrong.
nobody actually wants to see them have the same career. It is so obvious that Jordan Poole had almost nothing to do with Ja's knee injury. If this is all it took to bruise his bone, then he is made out of glass. Instead, I think it was this play where Ja
we
bumped
pulled that on
knees
Clay,
with
yep.
Clay trying to contest his three. And by the way, how did we already forget that Ja had a right knee injury before the playoffs? We weren't even sure if he was going to play game 1 against Minnesota. What I really
They really tried to like get this man Jordan Poole up through for something he had no part in. The man didn't do anything, man. That was crazy.
hated, though, was the reaction. Ja used that as an excuse to trash Jordan Poole. He tweeted, broke the code, and then immediately deleted it, probably because somebody told him, yeah, no one's gonna buy that dude. He was trying to get Jordan Poole suspended, just like Dylan Brooks, who actually had a dangerous play. But, I mean, Ja's 22 years old. I'm not mad at him. I was an idiot at 22. But his coach is 37.
He was going after a dribble, and Jordan Poole actually grabbed his knee and
Come
yanked
on,
it,
Taylor
which kind of
Jenkins.
triggered
Come on,
whatever
man.
happened.
You know
So
that.
I'm actually going to be very curious to see what happens after that.
That dude is actually trying
Come on,
to
Taylor.
get a young player in his first playoffs suspended because his player has weak knees. It's wrong. However, Ja's bad health did teach the Grizzlies how to play without him. Dude missed almost a third of the season, and their record was 20-5.
Yeah,
those
that's
games.
crazy.
That's about an 800.
The fact that they played so
that's
well.
even better than the Suns this year. Some of that.
Has there ever been a team that played this well when their superstar wasn't on the court? Because in recent history, I can't recall there's been anybody like that. So shout out that the Grizzlies was able to play that well, man.
That was weaker opponents. Some of it was like shooting luck. I get that. But not all of it. I mean, 20-5 is a real number. And again, we don't need to play the Klay Thompson clip again. They're not better without Ja Morant. I get that. But their defense is. The Athletic actually pointed out some stats that blew my mind. Early in the regular season, they had the #1 defense in the league without Ja. That same thing happened again when he missed time in March. His on-off numbers are awful. the 15th defense with Ja, and number 1 when he's off the court. Ja, by the way, is super athletic. He is a decent man defender, but the NBA hasn't played one-on-one, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get him in a switch or make him help on defense.
But like Ja Morant has the athleticism and speed to be like a very good perimeter defender. But when you give it all on offense, I can understand if you just lack a little bit on defense. And plus, you're playing basketball. It's a team game. So I don't blame him. Yes, he could get better, but I'm not blaming him.
And he's below average. Any good playoff team will exploit the weakest defender like that, and it's exactly what the Warriors have done. Ja got lost several times in Game 1. In Game 3, they confused him with screens several times, and the man he was guarding, Andrew Wiggins, went an efficient 7 for 10 from the field. The Grizzlies' defensive rating those first 3 games with Ja would have been the worst in the league this year. Ja got injured, and their defense shot up to number 1 in Game 4, and that's with the Warriors having a 37-point fourth quarter. I think part of the reason for this is Ja just gets tired. I mean, he's doing so much on offense, and his style of play is exhausting. And it's actually a problem for a lot of guys. Like these teams that rely heavily on one dude, like the Mavericks, for example, played a totally different style of basketball when Luka missed those games against Utah, and then he comes back, and Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie like forget how to play basketball. The Grizzlies game is totally different when Tyus Jones is running the offense. He's led the NBA in assist to turnover ratio 4 years in a row. They do not turn over the ball.
All right, I'm gonna stop pausing the video. But that's one thing. I know Tyus didn't have a good game 6, but he has to be one of the most efficient players ever. The man doesn't turn the ball over. I just had to say that.
When he plays point. In Game 5, the Grizz had just 9 turnovers. The Warriors had 22. Everyone gets involved in the offense and the defense, but Tyus Jones isn't leading anybody to a chip. Ja is the one who raises their ceiling, so he has to figure out how to tweak his game, and I have a solution. Ja has another level to his game, which is awesome considering how great he already is. And I think the key is evolving his offense. Ja loves to obviously violently dunk, make the crowd go crazy, but it comes at a price. A dude like LeBron can endure that kind of stuff because he's a freak. Ja is too small, like D Rose. That kind of punishment doesn't last.
Your knees gonna give out eventually.
The exception, okay, might be Russell Westbrook. He plays violently, but he never had a major injury. The difference with Russ is he weighs 200 pounds. When Ja came to the league, he was 175. That is the 3rd lightest player in the whole league playing like Russ. He's behind only Tim Frazier and Dennis Schroeder. But you know who else is 175? Chris Paul. There's a 10-minute video on YouTube of CP3 dunks. Now, the majority of them are so old they were shot on like a potato, but that's because we never see him play like this anymore. Ja needs to develop his game like CP3. He's made progress shooting threes, but maybe threes like aren't his game. Maybe the mid-range is, like Chris Paul. He can definitely develop a better floater game. At the end of Game 1, Clay was able to defend his shot because everyone knew what Ja was going to do. He was going to go hard at.
That was good defense by Clay, but yeah, I totally agree. Like Ja has one of the most amazing skill sets at finishing at the rim, but sometimes it's okay to take that floater or do something else with like Ja. Of course, he's going to get better over time and develop like more skill to his game than he already is. Because the fact that he even has another step at his level, he's already this good. The fact that he has another step. He's going to be able to become more crafty. I'm not saying he's going to be Kyrie at the rim, but he's going to be able to to have better decision making, whether to float the ball or go for a layup or actually attack the rim, go for a dunk. So I think he's going to develop that over time. But yeah, so that's all I'm saying.
At the rim. Imagine how much better he would be with another reliable shot. That would also
true. You also gotta get a better jump shot
in today's game. It is on his body, which would make him a better defender. We need to chill out on the Ja over Zion hot takes, unless Ja can change a whole lot about how he plays. But despite all this, Memphis has a potential championship duo with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jackson's
He and
amazing,
Ja Morant
bro.
could be a dominant 1-2 punch for years. No one on the Warriors can guard Triple J. He is a beast on the defensive end too. In Game 5, he scored 21 points in 25 minutes, going 4 for 6 from deep. In Game 4,
Yeah,
he was
he's
0
going
for
crazy.
7 from downtown, so he has to be consistent and stay out of foul trouble. But if Ja can tweak his game a little bit, imagine this.
Ooh, what a
Ja
dunk.
Morant and Triple J against Zion and Brandon Ingram in the West Finals for a decade. That is what we all deserve. So the Memphis Grizzlies offseason video is coming up soon. In the meantime, please check out the offseason playlist. I'm trying to get to all 30.
All right, so there y'all have it, man. That was an amazing video. Shout out Aim Hoops. Video link all in the description. That was a super banging video. And he said a lot of great things and stuff that I agree with. I don't really have a whole opinion on the Ja over Zion or Zion over Ja. Obviously, two amazing, great young players. But yeah, I agree. Ja is going to have to learn to like just change up his game just a little bit, because like I don't like a player that aggressive and that athletic, his knees won't be able to survive that long. We see it so many times with great players, their knees just give out on them. And Ja Morant has been known to take some hard landings. Like, look, he's the third lightest player in the league. He's known to take some hard landings and some hard beatings. But Ja is by far one of the best players in the league. This Grizzlies team need him. Yes, they play better without him, but he's your superstar. He's probably going to probably be the face of the league in a few years or whenever. But yeah, Ja Morant is a special player. And shout out Jaren Jackson Jr., because Jaren Jackson is also another amazing player. But yes, this young Grizzlies team is going to take another step, I believe, and it's going to keep getting better and better. But if you all enjoyed that, as always, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'm going to kick this video. We out of here. Peace.